Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Giggles Reacts. But as you can tell by the title of today's video, it's not what you're typically used to. It's not Giggles Reacts to Uncharted 4 multiplayer gameplay. Today, we're doing Giggles Reacts to The Last of Us multiplayer gameplay. Now, I kind of figured this would happen at some point. You know, I figured we're doing Uncharted 4, we'll probably do The Last of Us at some point. I got a request from ISR himself, a seer himself, to do this. And I, again, like I said, was already planning to do it. So I figured I'd do this. So before we get into it, I just want to let y'all know that there is going to be a bit of a schedule, if you will, for these videos. So basically, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, that's it, you're going to get an Uncharted 4 video. And every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, there should be a Last of Us video. Now, the reason I'm doing it this way is, of course, because Uncharted 4 has 4 in it, and that's 4 days of the week, and The Last of Us came out in 2013, that's a free, and it also came out on the PS3. Uncharted 4 came out on the PS4. No, I'm kidding. Of course I'm kidding. It's just, I don't know, I just figure Uncharted should still be the main focus, because I do have a lot more gameplay of that. So yeah, most of the time with Last of Us, usually what I'll do is I'll just save a few seconds worth of clip, worth of like a headshot, you know, a good headshot here, there, whatever, to add into the montage. I won't usually save matches, but I do have some matches saved, and I've started doing it more as I play the game more. So, we're gonna get right into the first episode. Let's do it.
There's a Firefly base close by. Be careful and stick together.
Oh yes.
We got this.
We got this. Yes, indeed. So we're on Bookstore, I believe this map is. I'm standing still, as I so often do at the beginning of matches. We got Bang Around Base and XX Bazooka 45XX.
Good to go.
Must just get so much pussy, this guy, honestly. Anyway, like I said, we're on Bookstore. I've got Crafter on, which I rarely do, these days at least. Let me just turn the volume down a little. Sometimes I have to turn the volume up at first to get it synced up properly. You know how it is. Well, you don't. And yeah, we're playing with Peekaboo, which these days is a rarity, because in this timeline right now, Peekaboo isn't really that big a fan of The Last of Us. He doesn't really play it that much anymore. I'm using the revolver by itself. It's funny that the first match we do is that, when in another video I mentioned that I used the revolver by itself fairly effectively. Fairly efficiently? I don't know. Anyway, Peekaboo's gone down. So we're playing Bookstore. We're playing Interrogation on Bookstore.
All done, let's go.
Oh, that's so convenient. You know, the crafting is so fast. No wonder I'm using that, because it's so tedious having to craft something, especially if you're in a dangerous situation where there's enemies right there and you really need to craft something. It's very intense.
I got this.
I guess I also have Reviver. Maybe not. I've got that now, because as I mentioned in another video probably.
Done, let's go.
Why have I bought ammo? Why have I done that? Anyway, as I mentioned in another video, I generally revive and heal people. I bandage them up. That's kind of my thing, because it's the one thing I'm good at in the game. Oh, and he's doing that to me. Thanks a lot, mate. So yeah, we're going to be doing Last of Us from now on, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be a good idea, really, because here's the thing. Like, Uncharted 4 multiplayer, I don't know if I prefer it to The Last of Us multiplayer. They're not really that comparable, really, are they? But Uncharted 4 is definitely more fast-paced. It's more action-packed. The Last of Us is a bit more cerebral. You know, it's a bit more slow-paced. It's a bit more stealthy, if you will. But, you know, that's no reason we can't have fun with it. I don't know what I'm doing. Why have I done that? Why have I just gone and started punching him? It's front of bomb. Behind cover. Got a mark. Bookstore's a good map. I like Bookstore. It's you know, it's a good map, because obviously there's 2 levels to the map. You go upstairs and downstairs. So it's quite good for that. Oh yeah, see, I've got the challenge to gift things, craftable items, or items I've crafted to people. Peekaboo's using the Enforcer, I believe. I think when we started out playing this game together, I think I sent him a video link from Nick A30, because he has a video on the 20 or so best loadouts to have for The Last of Us. And I kind of centered my hunting rifle stuff around that. And most of my classes around that. Or my loadouts, I should say. So yeah, with interrogation, you know, interrogation is pretty simple. You down an enemy and then you go for an execution, but you're doing an interrogation. So it's the same sort of thing. Ooh. But maybe it takes a little longer. So it's that same sort of it's that risk reward sort of thing with the executions, but even more so because you're forced to just maybe out in the open, you know, interrogate someone, and if you don't get it, you might die, and the interrogation, you know, it won't finish, so you won't find out where the lockbox is. So we are now, after having gotten all 5 interrogations, we are locating the enemy lockbox. So this should be interesting. Yes. I didn't mean to pick this match with Peekaboo in it for the first time. Like I said, we don't play together too often, but I did have to go and trim the video clip down to make sure it was, you know, good enough for how I do the Uncharted 4 videos, for example. So I may know what map it is on, I may know who I'm playing with, stuff like that, but I don't know the result. So, ugh, what happened there? He just blew up.
Try some smoke, asshole.
So as you can see, attack. So basically we just need to get up onto that box and
Let's see him take
open
this.
it. That's the entire objective of the game. You just gotta open a box. It's that easy. I don't know what he was doing, but he's dead now. So yeah, the revolver by itself in this game, it works. You know, I pistol only sort of stuff in Uncharted isn't really what you'd think of, but in The Last of Us, oh, I've just gone shiv. So yeah, you can shiv people. You can shiv people, you can come up from behind, and you can shiv them for the interrogation. That's really good for interrogation as well. It's quite smart that they've done that. You can get shivs on people. But yeah, I'm not very good with shivs. I like shivs, you know, you get a smoke bomb, you stun the enemy, you shiv them. Sounds simple enough. And it's one of those things where, if you're not trying to do it, it is really easy. But let's say you have a challenge where you need to shiv a certain amount of enemies. As soon as there's a bit of pressure, as soon as there's a challenge, as soon as there's like a, oh, you need to do this now. Because if you're just doing the shivs, it's not that hard. But if there's a challenge and you need to do it now, that's when it becomes hard, because you need to do it, if that makes sense. So, for example, get 10 headshots with the hunting rifle. I know I can do that, but as soon as you tell me I need to get those headshots, that's when it becomes difficult, because I'm not sure if I'll be able to actually complete the challenge. I'm not sure if that'll make any sense, but hey. Oh well. So Peek was there. He's got his headphones on. They must be wireless headphones. Hey, what? So they're creeping back on us. We've managed to get their lockbox open a
All done, let's go.
amount. What's that, like a quarter or something? I don't know. I'm really bad at math, me. You know, nothing about numbers makes sense. They just need one more interrogation. Alex the Shadow doesn't seem to understand the concept of the game. I must also have scavenger, because I didn't even pick up those supplies. They just kind of
Bomb set, watch your ass.
from the bomb. Lovely stuff. So now they did get another interrogation. I didn't see where. So now our box has appeared. Now we have to defend it. So yeah, we need to attack theirs. They need to get ours. They need to attack ours. And yeah, that's basically how the game mode works. And this is usually the game mode I play. The only other game modes that are in the game are Supply Raid, which is just team deathmatch essentially, and Survivors, which is, well, there's nothing really like it in Uncharted 4, but basically Survivors is just, if you die, you don't respawn for the rest of the round, and then the round's over. And there's 4 rounds, you have to win all 4. So yeah. It's a good thing Peep is on our team, but I guess we'll talk about that in another video. So he's going for the box. I've clearly given away my position there, but I'm going to remain in cover for some reason. I've put him away. So yeah, the revolver's good, because, you know, free body shots, that's it. It fires fairly quickly. So it's definitely, in my opinion, the best weapon to have. I think it's 0 loadout points, much like the 9mm. Maybe it isn't.
All done, let's go.
I don't know. But much like in Uncharted, you do need to have a pistol at all times. So yeah, this loadout isn't one I use now at all, really. I exclusively use the hunting rifle these days, which I guess is maybe not a great thing because, you know, if you're not playing well, you can't really swap to another weapon because I don't really have another weapon. But, you know, that's the weapon I enjoy to use. Is that right? I think it's right. Speaker was down. Probably not going to get to him in time. Well, no, because I just clearly haven't tried to get him there. So no wonder. Yeah, get fucked, Denny. Mate. Look at me. Look at me going in. I was defending, and now I'm just absolutely going for it. So, seems to be an enemy there. Go on, finish him off. Lovely stuff. That was way too risky. And I'm on the box. Look at me go. They're running in. Will they get me? I don't know, actually, will they? I've made it to the second... What do you call that? The second marker, the second interval, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I'm absolutely destroying right. Well, maybe not, but a good run. That was a good attempt, and I got us up, you know, more than halfway there. But they've just absolutely done my throat there. So that's not what you want. Bangarang. Anyway. Spawned in, got the armor now. Armor's quite good to have, you know, but don't buy it straight away. A lot of people buy armor very early on in the game, and it's just like, why would you do that, you know? You don't need it until later in the game. You should just focus on upgrading your weapons. That's the idea for sure. Because your weapons, you know, they work faster, they reload quicker, I think. You know, all that good stuff. With the hunting rifle, you get a second, that was just a What was that? I fucking threw it off the roof. It fell down, and I stunned myself with it. Oh my days. I swear I do this like every game. I just do something stupid to myself. I swear I do. It's really funny. For everyone besides myself, I suppose. I'm gonna be honest with you guys here. My throat is in tatters, as they say. My throat really hurts today. I've just been sucking way too much dick. That's just not true. That's just not true at all. I haven't been doing that at all. I've never done that. I don't really go down that path. What? I don't do that. Anyway, the reason I say that is because I've been recording a lot of videos today. Because I'm so dedicated, you know. I really am dedicated to this YouTube thing. So yeah, my throat. If I sound a little weird today, if I sound a little hoarse now, it's because my throat really hurts. But you know, because this is more talking than I do in like a week, honestly. Back on the box again. There is 3 minutes and a half to go. Bazooka is covering one entrance. Those two are covering the box on the other end. I'm not paying any attention whatsoever. And we've done it. You win. Enemy lockbox open. We've done it. Decisive victory. I did basically nothing. And we've done it. We've absolutely done it. We've won the game. And I think that's where it's ended. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the first episode of The Last of Us. Giggles reacts to The Last of Us multiplayer. Gameplay. #1. Yeah. So not much to say there, I guess. So yeah, this should be a fun series to do. Obviously, with The Last of Us Part 2 coming out, obviously the multiplayer isn't going to be a component for the first little while, I guess. But this might be a good way to hype us all up for the multiplayer, you know? I think that's, well, not the multiplayer, just the game itself, I meant to say. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna stop talking now because my voice is going. Like, you can probably hear it. It sounds weird. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. Thanks for watching, and thanks for putting up with my voice in this one. And I'll see you in the next one. So as I mentioned, yeah, the next one will be Uncharted, and then the next one will be Last of Us, and so on and so forth, for the entire week. So you'll get 4 Uncharted videos, and you'll get 3 Last of Us videos. And I'm sure that will be more than enough. Assuming I can actually get them up. You know, if I don't get them out, sorry, I'll do what I can. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. And maybe it's good to try and stick to a schedule of sorts. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. And bloody, yeah, Last of Us. How about that Last of Us? My voice hurts.